Hey Taurus, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your July tarot reading in the treehouse. We're going to make every minute count. So I'm going to unpack this month section by section. We're going to have the first part of the month, then we're going to have the middle section and the end, and then we're going to get advice from the tarot for each part of the month, which is really helpful. So make sure you stick around to the very end of the reading and make yourself comfortable. Grab a cup of tea, grab a glass of wine. It's going to be like 15 to 18 minutes. So I always like to download these or bookmark the videos in order to check back throughout the month. That can be helpful. If you'd like for me to pray for you, send you my wishes, say hi in the comments section. If I can see it, then I can focus it on something. And I encourage everybody else to pray for each other too. All right, let's get right into it, you guys. Only take it if it resonates. We're only going to take the cards that fly out on their own. And, Six of Pentacles. Right on. Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Wands. Something you... okay. Okay, one sec. So the beginning of the month in July for you, Taurus, you might be feeling like you're waiting for some news, waiting for some communications or something regarding travel. The good news is this starts with a Wheel of Fortune and Six of Pentacles. Something wonderful is coming your way. It's going to feel like a stroke of good luck. And it feels, Six of Pentacles is all about reciprocity. It's about being recognized, and there's a balancing energy to it. It's generosity. So you could be getting something. You could even be getting money. This could be, if this is a career reading for some of you guys, if it's a relationship reading, it's like almost a sense of getting what's due, but it's going to be delightful. I don't think you fully expected it to happen because it's been slow getting to you. And that's because we have Eight of Wands in reverse. So basically it's just like something has lost momentum. And you feel like, oh man, you just like sticking to hope and you're tenacious and you're sticking by this hope that this comes to you, this, whether it's a communication or if it's just affection from somebody. And it looks like really good news. It's on its way. It will get to you. I might have to throw my kitten into the other room. I'll place her there. I won't throw her. Yeah, so you do have this beautiful wheel turning in your favor. This stroke of luck is going to be coming your way. But it's a really good reminder that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. The Wheel of Fortune is a karmic reminder that where you're at right now in the moment is where you're supposed to be. So let's move on into the middle section of the month, and then we're going to unpack each part. Middle part of the month for you guys, Taurus, for July 2023, we have the Fool. So, and the Justice card and the Knight of Wands. So now our energy is moving forward with inspiration, with a spark of life. Things feel balanced now, okay? So you've gotten past this initial part of the month where you're like just tenaciously standing by this thing, you know, with the Knight of Wands. It's like, oh man, just trying to be resilient, not giving up, and it pays off. So justice is important to note that the Justice card, when it comes out, if any of you guys are going through legalities, signing contracts, any of that, it's going to work out in your favor. It's looking good for you. We've got the Knight of Wands, which could be somebody else's energy coming towards you. It might be yours, but let me read the energy for you. This is confident. It's exciting. It's high energy. Sorry. High energy, it's motivated, and it's motivated by, it's incentivized by usually projects or relationships. This is something that's very new with the Fool. So it's this new, fresh start. And I feel like the beginning of July, a lot of you guys are almost waiting on this thing to receive. Some of you guys are waiting to receive funding or receive somehow the green light. And it looks like that's going to come through for you. In the middle of the month, all of a sudden, that's about the spark of life, this energy, the very new beginning of this thing. And then at the end of the month, for our Taurus, what's at the end of the month for our Taurus? We have the Two of Cups. A lot of you guys, this is relationship. If it's not relationship, it's about a business partnership that is just like really, really great. Let's get more on that. Two of Cups. High Priestess. This is looking beautiful, you guys. So by the end of July, it's like you're sealing the deal in this partnership, romantic or business. Coming out, this flew out in reverse. The Five of Cups is a wonderful card to get in reverse, coming out of disappointment, coming out of disillusion. It's seeing, like, really seeing the silver lining of a situation, the fog basically lifting. And then we have, somehow lying on the top of this deck, we have the Hanged Man, which is, hey, it took time, it took sacrifice, but you have a whole new perspective on a situation right now because of that sacrifice, okay? So it's like the Hanged Man, though, it does come out in reverse when it's about energy was stopped. It was like progress was stopped on something. It was growing stagnant. And this disappointment, not reveling, but sitting in the disappointment was actually creating that stagnancy. So we have this breakthrough by the end of the month. Intuition plays a big role for you in that. With this other individual, this could be twin flame energy, Empress, it's abundant, realizing that, wow, this can grow into something long-term. It can bring in massive amounts of abundance, and we're unstoppable. The Empress, it talks about, she's the only pregnant card in the deck, and the pregnancy is to symbolize, sometimes it's literal, but it's to symbolize something at a very, very small stage, like a seed, and it's growing. So it's unstoppable, right? Yeah, Freya agrees. Look at Freya. She's been pooping in my plants. Look at the camera, Freya. She's shy. She's not shy with plants. But yeah, this looks really great. So let's get some advice now, you guys. We're going to get advice from this deck. It's my favorite one. All right, so beginning of July. All right. Beginning of July. Advice for our Taurus. The beginning of July, advice for our Taurus. The beginning of July. This is when you're kind of being resilient, you know, not giving up, but you're waiting for this thing to come through. Okay. We've got the King of Cups in reverse. We've got the Three of Wands. I'll unpack this in a sec. Well, flipping, but not flying. Wow. Okay. So again, I need to touch on, you might be surprised that this goes through. You might be surprised at actually how great this works out for you. But you know, because this is long-term, whatever you are investing yourself in right now, it is not for the short term. It's not something that you just threw yourself into, not like willy-nilly. There's a lot of intention behind it, and there's hopes that it will pay off. And so if this is a relationship, I'm not speaking to the people who want a one-night stand or in the place of just quick love. This is somebody I'm speaking to the people who really want long-term love that they can create a family with, and they want to make plans. But there is this character that has been emotionally manipulative attached to it. So that might have something to do with how slow the energy got to, and you're just like, you know, holding on to hope and being tenacious that things are going to work out. So why tarot is giving us this in the advice section is because I think it wants you to notice that there is some emotional manipulation with somebody who's in a toxic place here. Okay, but you're getting this, whoa, some huge change is happening. Now this has to do with huge clarity. So a communication that's coming through, or a realization. This is major, major life changing. I can't say that enough. So one, recognizing where you're at, which is you want to make plans, making plans, looking out to what's possible, looking out at that ocean, making those fresh plans because you want something that's going to pay off long term. Recognizing that this person you might be dealing with in love or in business is emotionally imbalanced. Then there's you have this huge communication coming through, this clarity. Now, when I say communication, it could be an epiphany that you have, or it could be a message that you get, and it could be a conversation, but it's brand new. All the aces are new and they're life-changing. They're one of the big changers in the deck. You get that with a Judgment card right here. That is like, life is going to change. It's going to set you on a new path, which makes sense because here we are in the middle of the month on a brand new path. Justice has been served. This is karmically balancing. If there's any contracts, you are like it's working in your favor, baby. You're nailing it. You're moving forward with this Knight of Wands energy, whether it's somebody else that's coming in and like stirring the pot or it's you. We're going to put these cards back in. Let's get some advice for the middle of the month for you guys. So for Taurus, middle of the month, July, Taurus, middle of the month, advice for my Taurus. We have, great. So this is about things paying off. Okay. I have a feeling like a lot of you guys have been really patient. You guys have really been praying about this. Sometimes it's been a struggle to hold on to your belief, but you're going to be very happy. This is your harvest coming in. This is literally symbolizing planting those seeds, right? Sowing those seeds and hoping you get a good crop. And so to be old fashioned with you. And it looks like all these seeds you planted grow into a beautiful, beautiful garden. Okay. With the 9 of Cups, really beautiful. So tarot is not necessarily giving you advice as much as to strengthen your belief right now when you're watching this video, that things are going in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. 6 of Pentacles, the generosity is going to flow in. Just keep the faith. At the end of the month, we have this 2 of Cups. This could be twin flame, soulmate energy. This could be the perfect partnership coming through. But there's this breakthrough of breaking through disappointment, breaking through that slow, stagnant energy, recognizing that intuition plays a huge role in this, following your gut, basically. And you go into this really abundant place. Any tarot advice? This is a fantastic reading, you guys. Tarot advice for Taurus at the end of July. We have victory. This is like, just do a victory lap, baby. Like, enjoy July. The beginning is the hardest. And it's not even that hard. It's like, just keep the faith, you know, stick by your guns. All right. Good things are coming. Good things are coming. This is all about transformation. This is the Temperance card. Check it out. It's ruled by Sagittarius energy. Temperance requires 2 things: patience, right, for transformation, and balance. So that means even in your life, like, pay attention to what you're eating. Is it making your body feel good? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you over drinking? Are you overthinking and over worrying? Okay, get those things in balance. Be patient. This is in the aftermath, right? We're at the end of July. This is like, you are getting your reward for balancing and like sticking by it. This is Taurus. You know, you just, you know, and things don't have to be as hard any longer as they were. You know, the amount of work that you put into this, it's going to not be as exhausting, right? The thing is it's bringing up a point here with the 5 of Wands, conflict, inner conflict, outer conflict. Is just this chafing. It was basically like treading water, making you exhausted and going nowhere. So you're realizing this at the very end. Basically, I think, you know, some people have come around. There's been apologies. There's been like mature conversations. There's been realizations, seeing somebody else's perspective. That's what this is, you guys. And it strengthens that bond. And there's something having to do with like this victory, this triumph for you. So it's looking really beautiful. Keeping in mind, so here's the biggest takeaway, besides do yourself a favor and do a victory lap at the very end of the month. The biggest takeaway from your tarot advice for the end of July is recognizing that nothing came out of the fighting. Nothing came out of the arguing and the conflict, except just exhausting yourself and taking your energy away from the work that you wanted to put into things. So, I think it's looking really great for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you liked it, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. There's a little bell there, and that will let you know if you hit that, the notifications bell. It'll let you know next time I have a reading out for you, which will be soon. Take good care.